we are off on yet another excursion. This is the first time for Jen.
This is her inaugural overnight camping trip.
I thought it was 3 nights.
Yes, 3 nights.
Well, the first night's the biggie. Well, I suppose the third night could be interesting because that's your first rain night. And so...
Here's the trail.
So how did we weigh in?
I had 37.
Yeah.
I think I had 29.
And I had about 37. Yeah. So we're just hiking along beside the rapids below Victoria Bridge, which is where we came out last time. We're now going to go down the same first section of trail, and then we're going to take a fork we saw that went south to Rainy Lake. So let's see how that trail is. We've never seen it before. Well, it's a very nice sunny morning, and we decided to follow the Ragged Rapids Loop Trail because it's shorter to get to the campsite we're after, and there's another party that say they're heading in the same direction, but they don't seem to have an app on the phone. They got lost inside of the first kilometer and had to ask us for directions.
They're turning away when I was climbing that.
Yeah, they were running all around looking for where the trail went.
They're thinking you're an idiot.
This piece of the trail, this is the Ragged Rapids Trail, right beside Black River. Very nice calm part of the river, very nice flat part of the trail right beside it. Nice breeze. There doesn't appear to have been a lot of people through this trail in the last little while, but there was rain last week. So now we're right by the trail, right by the river. It's very, very clear, or calm I mean, and clear of shrubs and stuff, just the normal ground cover. And up ahead, I don't think it's visible, but we see rapids. It was a convenient place to come down off the trail a fairly short distance and pick up this scene of the rapids. Unfortunately, it's got all the white trees in the background and the rapids are in the shade. And then it comes out to this, I guess it's a kind of a whirlpool area, and then takes a jog over to the other side of the gorge and continues on calmly down the river from the looks of it. This is Black River. So Jane,
Hello.
do you have anything like really earth-shattering to say?
No, it's very pleasant. There's no litter, which is very nice.
Yep.
There's campsites there. I'm thinking of swimming for it.
Oh, I just saw that. The stairs over there. I hadn't seen that before. Something's really, oh, I know, is that the nature reserve over there? So something's built up on that side, and the road isn't actually too far beyond that. I'm just not sure if you want to swim the river here. It could be a little fast and cold. We came out to what the satellite view made it look like a golf course, and it ends up being a filled-in lake and a lot of weeds. Oh, and a little brook that runs through it. So all we do is hop across it. Maybe hop's not quite the right word.
This was an old.
Whoa. Oh, a very nice little brook. Brook. Well, brooks I think normally have rocks in the bottom, so that may not be perfect.
Is that brook smaller than the creek?
I think so. And now we go back up the other side. Yeah, it's pretty steep. This is a very well blazed trail. We're coming near the end of the Ragged Rapids Loop Trail. And we have reached the junction of our blue trail with the white trail, and that would be a rock sign. Right, Jane?
Yep.
So when I said we were just about at the junction, Jane said, so you mean we're done? No, it's just where we have to make a right turn. Oh, High Falls Loop, no exit.
Yeah.
So we've just been hiking through some areas where there's a lot of rock. Makes it kind of field-like. And then the trail turns back into the woods again. So we are past the Blackfly Junction and halfway to the waypoint that's marked Scenic Lookout. And beyond that is our first campsite that we come across. This great big piece of Canadian Shield is like a field, and we are slap dab in the middle of absolutely nowhere.
I know, it's like so flat.
Yeah, like it looks like either someone cleared it or there was something going on here, but no.
These are rocks.
Rocks, moss, and then every once in a while, I guess there was a problem. It filled with mud, and a tree grew. Filled with mud. I guess that's sort of summarizing a million years. As one phrase. So we know that we have to slog on another 4 or 5 kilometers to get to where we're aiming to. But there is a campsite along the way that could be very, very nice. And we could be very, very tired when we get to it. And we find we are coming out at something. What is it? I don't think this is the scenic lookout, but it looks close. Okay, no, not quite able to stay upright. This, we figure, is the official scenic lookout. Just a little further up the Beaver Pond. So there it is.
There's 3 swans there. They don't move. Hello? Can you move? So I brought something to celebrate making it this far. And I thought about emptying it out at the car. And I thought about emptying it out about 19 times since we left the car. And since I carried it all the way here, we all have to drink it.
That is Cabernet Merlot from the Peller family vineyards.
I thought it was, oh, she says, I'm not gonna carry that one. I'm thinking, which one you actually carried?
So that's why we never got to really unpack your backpack and pack it properly.
No, it was in the side, that one side pouch that was full up.
That was secret.
But honestly, like, I almost left it at home, I almost left it at the car, and now that it's here,
You're darn well gonna have a drink of wine.
we're all gonna have a drink of wine to toast that I made it here.
Oh, you're
You don't have to use those. So Jane is pouring out our aperitif.
There it is.
Aperitifs.
Do you want a lid?
No, I don't need a lid. How about you, Jenny?
no. Okay.
So Jenny, yours is smaller. You asked for a
Okay.
smaller one.
Thank you.
David,
Wanted
a
to.
pair of teeth.
Yeah, both of them.
So are we toasting to me making it?
So here's to Jane making
Yeah.
it to her first overnight
There we
camp
go.
trip.
Cheers.
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 Good.
Oh, very good Cabernet Merlot. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
So Jane, did you sleep at all last night?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Did you lay awake listening to the coyotes howling?
Yeah, whatever that was this morning. What was that this morning?
The whippoorwill.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I know. They come up real close to the tent.
Noisy.
They lean down and they make the most loud sound. Day 2. Nice day from the looks of it. And we're doing a day trip around Rain Lake and High Falls Loop. And so we've only got kitchen stuff in the backpack. And we're off. No, I'm not going to lose our lunch.
Oh, I found it.
Uh-oh. Hiking pole. Okay. Well, I think the Beaver Dam's the better route rather than going across that stick and hopping over. I mean, people do that. They hop over that little river.
Yeah, when I was collecting firewood yesterday, I picked up a stick near here before I realized this was a beaver dam.
Well, some of the ones laying here aren't doing any damming, so they're okay.
Yeah.
But you don't want to like drag one right out of the dam and have water come spurting out. That would be rude. Okay, Jenny's got her hiking stick. We were headed toward a junction which is called Hiker's Graveyard. But when we got here, this isn't it according to the map. It just looks like it. Yeah. And the trail is so badly marked here. A previous hiker we passed coming out as we were going in said she never made it to Rainy Lake because the trail was so badly marked she couldn't find the lake.
That appears to be clear, so I don't know if that's where we go.
We're right dead in the middle of absolutely nowhere. We came out on top of this big rock and there's practically a view of nothing. So we are within a couple of kilometers of our destination, which was the first campsite as you come from Victoria Bridge and get to Rain Lake, and then there's a series up and down the lake. We had wanted to get there yesterday, and after 11.1 kilometers we were quite happy with the campsite we got. And because of the difficulty getting through the areas that weren't marked and having to do some bushwhacking, we're very glad we didn't attempt that after our 11.1 kilometers. So, oh. Okay, I think you have to climb that great big rock, Jane. Oh, all right. We found the Camp 6 on Rainy Lake, and it's a little hard to use the access trail after the first half. It kind of runs out, but when you get up to the top here, it's got a beautiful view. Like, not just that you're up high, but you're at the end of the lake. So we set up right down by the water to have lunch. Having instant noodle soup with a whole lot of stuff added to it while we look out over Rainy Lake. It's very, very peaceful here. We think we found the trail exiting Campground 6, or Campsite 6. Okay, there's your fire. with sticks drying and sticks in it and lots of fire going. And it rained all last night. Well, rained a lot of last night. We had a few sticks that we kept under the tarp, and then it's been so windy this morning it's starting to dry off the outsides of all the wet sticks. So we've left on Monday morning.
Okay, which way are we going? Because there were stones there, but that doesn't look like a trail.
That's a trail. So we got packed up with dark storm clouds coming, and got going. We're going to move a little closer to where we're going to exit the park tomorrow. So here we have a very large beaver pond. In fact, at the far end where you can't even see was an island where we videoed 3 swans on the way in, 2 swans on the way out, and then we found 4 swans on this island in front of me when we got here, when we got back here today. This beaver pond ends at a dam right here. You can't really make out what's going on there, so I'm going to have to walk down to it. But in the meantime, we have our campsite. That's our campfire, which is burning all wet wood. And we have our tents. We have tarp up in the trees here, and we put Jane's tent underneath because hers has just a wee little bit of a problem at the door with leakage, and then our tent is back behind it, and then we put a clothesline under the tent, or sorry, under the tarp, and so now I'm going to go around the back here down to the beaver dam. So this is the officially part of the Ganaraska hiking trail. It comes out of the woods from down there, and you can almost see a blaze on the tree there, and it continues on. No, it doesn't continue on down here. They actually have you go the other way through the campsite, but regardless, you can go down here and you get to the dam. Yeah, and there's the white blaze on the rock to say this is the trail. This is a cool piece of dam. Well, it's leaking, but the interesting part is that although the dam is there, am I getting it? I think so. If you walk over to the back here, it's got to be 40, 50 feet down to the next lake. So it looks like naturally it had been a bunch of boulders fallen in where this lake wanted to leak out, and the beavers then put up a dam of about 6 feet and blocked it off. So they raised this lake up about another 6 feet. It must have been marsh before that. So I think that's probably showing now. And yes, there's water blowing off the trees, but it's not raining officially. We did have a rainstorm earlier today, which was gave us a chance to have a nap in the tent. I had a very good deep nap, good sleep, deep sleep. And I'm back to our campfire. So we hiked to the little peninsula near our campsite. So there's the dam, and you can almost almost see some smoke. There you go. There's some smoke coming up from our campsite, and there's nothing colorful there. So now I'm just going to scan around. Jenny is standing watching out over a beaver pond. And there's some neat things in this beaver pond. Namely, this is probably the richest fall colors we've seen in the first week of September, this trip anyway. So there's those trees, and then there's a bunch more there further back on the lake, probably didn't come out. And then of course there's the Beaver Lodge. We were looking for beaver activity, and unfortunately we haven't seen any beaver activity. We haven't seen any this trip, but we heard some last night. We just couldn't see anything. So it's Tuesday morning. We were discussing last night how easy it is in the wilderness to forget what day it is. There's a 20% chance of rain today, so it started raining just as we were finishing packing up the camp. So Jane gets to try out her first rain hike, fully loaded. Jenny had a fall here yesterday, just a little down the Beaver Dam. Oh yeah, I thought we go this way.
I know, so too. I know you found a way to go around that part of it.
No, it's not this though.
No, it's the next one.
It's through here.
Yeah, the next one.
So we're starting having done 20.2 kilometers so far in the journey, and we figure we've got 10 or so to get back to the car. And the nice thing about going home Tuesday on the Labor Day weekend is all the traffic snarls were yesterday. Wow, that rain's really going now. We were very lucky in the way we packed up. I mean, we just felt a few spots while we were finishing packing up, and it set in only as we had the backpacks all done, and it was time to consider putting the rain sheets on the backpacks.
We're hiking in the rain on Tuesday morning. The weather said raining or not raining, 20% or 10%, 0.1 millimeter. This is looks more than a millimeter. It's really raining. It's more than 1 millimeter for sure. As for the weather,
No, there's a rocks here though. We keep looking for the signs for the blaze and the rocks. 3 kilometers from the Swan Lake to this junction. We hiked in an hour. It's not very bad. 3 kilometers, and then we decided to go to this white trail, Ghana Rask Trail, instead of the blue trail, which we came from. And the rain seems to stopped.
Keep holding that branch.
I'm not really feeling very confident here.
Just watch for the rock. You can put a foot on it. No, up. Oh.
Well, they're no wetter than they were before.
Okay.
There you go.
Here's the overlook. And the trail continues going over there. No rain, it's cool. No hot, no mosquitoes.
Did it. So we've reached the junction where the trails split for the Ragged Rapids, the loop nearest the river, and we just came back on the loop farthest from the river. And now we're looking down that long, that's Black River, isn't it? Yeah.
We just cross this and then we're gonna cross that bridge.
Yep.
So, I said it here, 10 kilometers.
Oh, you want me to pull out here and see what we actually came in at?
Yeah.
And we're not at the car yet.
No, I just want.
We're very close though.
Here it is oak. For me, this is oak.
Okay, so we're at 30.2. We started at 20.1. So you're out by 100 meters. Wow. And our backpacks have been pretty full. So I did 2,640 calories since this morning. That was to hike out from the last campsite. Be interesting to find out what the whole weekend was when I sum them up. Okay, so I guess that's essentially a wrap for this 4-weekend Labor Day hiking trip. The car actually is a wee bit down this trail, but we've done that trail so many times before, there's no sense taking any video. So my sister Jane has done her first wilderness backpacking journey through nice days, terrible days, too much weight, wolves, no, not wolves, coyotes howling at a full moon, and beavers. Oh, and those 4 swans that lived in our beaver pond at the last campsite. So with all the extra water we had this weekend, the rapids below Victoria Falls look to me like they're just a little more enthusiastic than they usually are. That's quite a torrent. There's huge amounts of extra foam accumulating at the bottom of the rapids here, and you don't get as good a view of the kind of the falls further up.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me, we're meant to be